Ivan Shakarov, the 24-year-old soldier from Russia, and this is his second attempt with 210 kilos on the bar. First attempt successful at 205 kilo. Just mental preparation going on now. Already convinced himself that he can lift this weight before he got on the platform. Strong pull, easy clean, and a dip and a drop under the bar. The feet must be level, and 3 white lights. He's very pleased with that. 210 kilos. Shakarov of Bulgaria. His great rival, Slovima Savadar. And here is attempting 217.5 kilos, 478 pounds. 25 years of age, much narrower foot spacing than Shakarov, slightly wider arms. Pull, second pull from the thighs, strong sit, and just gather before we dip. And the bar is pushed sideways, no chance of holding the bar. We have the winner, Shakarov, with a total of 390 kilos, a snatch of 190 and a jerk of 210. Wally Holland there, our own British Wally Holland, presenting the medals. And second, Slovima Savadar with 387.5 kilo total. Just 2.5 kilos there. Very, very close. We now move to the 100 kilo class. This is Igor Sadiq, 23-year-old soldier. And 220 kilos on the bar, which he cleans with consummate ease. And similarly the jerk. Arms locked out in one very clean move under the bar and recovered very comfortably indeed. 484 pounds. This is his third lift at this. 230 kilos, 506 pounds, an enormous weight. Three attempts to come up out of the deep knee bend. Used a lot of energy there. Has he got anything left? Not enough, I'm afraid. The oxygen debt had built up and he simply couldn't extend the bar to arm's length. We now move to the 110 kilo class. This is Artur Akoyev, 24 years of age, of Russia. Second lift with 235 kilos, 15 pounds. The clean makes it look almost a toy. Dip, drop to arm's length, recover backwards and then forwards. Feet must be in line, and 3 white lights. A very successful lift. This is, you would remember, some of you, the fabulous Alexander Alexeyev, 68 and 72 Olympic champion. Akoyev again at 240 kilos. And at 528 pounds, not the easiest weight to stay under. The final total for Akoyev, 420 kilos, comprised of 185 kilo snatch and 235 clean and jerk. Second, Piotr Banachek of Poland with 302.5 kilo total. This is the 110, or the old super heavyweight class. Leonid Taranyenko, 34 years of age now, but still is listed in our program as a student. Failed 235 at his first attempt. This is his second with 235 kilos, 518 pounds. Easy clean. A slight wobble, but strong enough to hold it. I think he'll be pleased with that. 235 pound. Now this is the German Manfred Nährlinger at 237.5 kilo in order to take the lead. This is his third and final attempt, having been successful with 220 kilo. Intense concentration, convincing himself he can lift the bar. Very strong jerk, staggered recovery, but no problems. The power was there. An excellent lift, 237.5 for Nährlinger. This forces Taranienko to come back and has chosen 247.5, a massive 10 kilo jump, 546 pounds. Which he does a lot easier than his previous lift. So a win for Taranienko with a total of 447.5. with Nährlinger second with 422.5 kilo. And congratulations all round from Alexeyev.
Eurosport.
Last year in the Donauhalle, just off the River Donau in Germany. This was very significant as it was the 100th anniversary for organised weightlifting in Germany. In case you're wondering, the chalk is not actually chalk, it's magnesium carbonate, which purchase on the bar. Most people think that it's chalk, which is calcium carbonate, which makes the hands rather slippery, and the bar simply would slide out of the hands on the pull. We start with the 75 kilo class, and this really was a battle between two old rivals, Pablo Lara of Cuba, 23-year-old, the world champion of 1989, and Roman Savastayev, 22-year-old student of Russia, the 1991 Russian champion. We start with Lara of Cuba, magnificently proportioned, with a first attempt in the clean and jerk of 190 kilos. He was successful with a snatch of 157.5 kilos, as was Savatsayev, also 157.5 kilo. Just tighten the belt, protect the back, wrap these to protect the weaker joints and the wrists as well. Some lifters choose not to use these. He's already had the 1 minute warning. He now has 60 seconds to commence the lift. Once the lift has started, the clock stops. Coach encouraging him in the background. And an excellent jerk, locked to arm's length very, very quickly, and 3 white lights. He's very pleased with that.
Now the Cuban is in the lead.
Coach looks more pleased than the athlete, so the athlete knows there's a bit more to come yet. We must keep our concentration going, as Savatsayev has lifted precisely the same weight in the snatch. Savatsayev, in fact, is 1 kilo lighter in body weight, and so if there's a draw at the end, it would make him the winner and not Lara. Lara now a massive 7.5 kilos and comes out in at 197.5 kilos, 435 pound. Remember that his body weight is less than 75 kilo. Very fast pull, slightly wide on his feet on the recovery. And although he's twisted, as long as his toes are in line, then that is a legal weight. And you can see how pleased the coach is. And that increases his lead at the moment over Sevastiev. Sevastiev has to come in at 200 kilos in order to equal Lara's total. Lara now being finished his 3 lifts, or rather all 6. Slight twist to the upper body, as you can see, but as long as the feet are in line, it counts. There are 3 judges on the platform, 1 either side and 1 in the middle. The middle judge will tell the lifter when he considers the lift to be complete to put the weight down. This is Savatsev, Roman Savatsev, 22-year-old student from Russia. Most of the Russians appear to be either students or soldiers. It's probably the only way they can train in that country. The rest spend their time in food queues, I assume. Intense mental preparation, 440 pounds. Very fast clean. But not enough. So Savatsev this time has to accept the silver medal, and Lara wins with a total of 355 kilos to Savatsev 352.5 kilos. This is Lara's 2nd World Championship win, his first one being in 1989. We now move to the 82.5 kilo group. And here a very, very tough struggle between Ibrahim Samadov, 3-year-old soldier from Russia, who was only 4th in the World Junior Championships in 1988. He's made some progress since then. This is Samadov with his first lift of 195 kilo. There's Alexeyev, 7-time world champion, double Olympic champion. Don't worry, son, I used to do this with my clothes on. Now watch his left arm. There's been talk of him getting knee touches. The elbows must stay away from the knees, and it looked there very suspiciously as if his elbow touched his left knee, and I suspect he'll get at least 1 if not 2 red lights. I think he knows it, and certainly the Russians look as if they know it. You can see the coach in the background pointing to the knee. I don't think there's any argument about that. In fact, we have the advantage here of a monitor at my side, and I can see on a freeze frame that in fact his left knee is certainly touched by his left elbow. There are 2 of the judges who are in absolute agreement, no problems. 2 red lights. Now Alexander Blitzchik comes in with 195 kilos, 429 pounds. For his first attempt. This will in fact take him into the lead in the competition. Samadov snatched 162.5 and Blitzchik snatched 167.5. Alexeyev, who ate his way into our hearts over the years. Absolutely peerless. Strange wraps. Look to be made of canvas, and if you note there's no support to the wrists at all. Obviously very confident of his strength in his arms. And a very strong jerk. Locks the bar to arm's length, drops under the bar and recovers very, very easily. A bit more to come yet, one would suspect, from that lifter.
195 Kilo bleiben auf der Hantel für den dritten und letzten Versuch von Mark Huster, Deutschland. 195 Kilo for the third attempt of Mark Huster, Germany.
Almost lost his back foot, recovers very well with the front foot, brings the back foot up and holds the bar until told to drop it by the judge. Second attempt now with 200 kilos. Panacea for weightlifters, 440 pounds. Remember, this man's body weight is less than 82.5. 2.5 times his own body weight. The pull is initiated with the legs and back, the stronger, slower muscles, followed by the weaker but faster extremities that pull the bar in very, very quickly. Dips, drops under the bar, recovers, feet are level, 3 white lights, thank you very much. Thank you, coach, you did very well. We see the same lifter now, who only feels that he can jump 2.5 kilos, so 202.5 kilos on the bar, 446 pounds. Remember, Samadov has still got one lift left and needs to see just what he needs to take the gold medal. If this lift is successful, Samadov then has to take what will be for him a personal best in order to get ahead. Very strong clean. Maybe we just rushed out a little bit. What a shame. This leaves Samadov now to lift 205 kilos in order to equal the same total as Blitzchik of 367.5 kilo. But Samadov is the lighter man by some 300 grams. This for the gold medal. $10-kilo jump on his previous lift of 195 kilo. Sits very deep, recovers, gathers. And thank you very much, sir. Yes. A good night's work. Both lifters 367.5 kilo total, but Samadov the winner with just those 300 grams of body weight to spare. This we're seeing the presentation first of the individual lifts, the snatch and then the clean and jerk, followed by the overall winner.
Durch Herrn Nikolai Parkomenko aus der UdSSR. Ist Vizepräsident des Internationalen Gewichtheberverbandes und ein
167.5 kilo snatch for Alexander Blitzchik. And the winner of the clean and jerk, Ibrahim Samadov, 205 kilo jerk and a total of 367.5. Second Blitzchik and third Plachochev of Bulgaria with 357.5 kilo.
Einen Pokal gestiftet vom Stuckaturmeister Adolf Buchloff. Die Bronzemedaille, der dritte Platz, Bronze Medal, geht an Bratoychev, Plamen, Bulgarien mit 357,5 Kilo.
No more than he could have expected, but he doesn't appear to be too pleased. That's quite surprising.
Erhält aus der Hand von Herrn Stig Eriksson einen Pokal.
Congratulations, and now the smiles come. Well done, boys.
Eurosport.
Old Russian soldier was the world junior silver medalist in 1980 in this very same Donauhala. We see him with his second attempt at 217.5 kilos, already successful with 212.5. Interesting lifter that he appears to have no belt supporting his lower back, no knee wraps and no wrist wraps. 478 pound on the bar. Alexiev, done it all before. There's the 1 minute warning. He now has 60 seconds to commence his lift. Getting himself together, getting himself psyched up. Here we go. And a very, very competent lift. An excellent jerk. No problem at all. There's a bit more to spare, lads. Dip. The lifter then drops under the bar. The arms must lock out in one go. The bar may not be pressed to arm's length, and then the feet must be brought back in line and held for approximately 2 to 3 seconds. The body muscles may look as if they're shaking, well, they are with the effort, but the bone structure holds solid and strong. The lifter also must not drop the bar. The lifter must follow the bar down, and his hands cannot leave the bar until the bar is below his knees. As I've already explained, this is magnesium carbonate to help the grip on the bar. This is his third and final attempt at 225 kilos, 496 pounds. Almost a quarter of a ton. Remember, his body weight is less than 90 kilos. We push our hands onto the bar, lock the thumb across the index finger as tight as we possibly. When those powerful muscles of the legs and back are brought into operation, we don't want the hands slipping. Easy. And no problem. An easy split, slight recovery with the right foot. Most of the recovery came from the back foot, but he holds the bar dead straight and the feet are dead level. Follows the bar down, maybe, but that's splitting hairs. 3 white lights for Sirtsov of Russia. And he is the easy winner by some 20 kilos with what is a personal best total of 410 kilos. 185 snatch, 225 clean and jerk. Second, Ivan Chakharov of Bulgaria with 390 kilos, 180 kilo snatch and 210 kilo clean and jerk. So all 3 medals go to Sirtsov.
Dolls and flowers from the Sports Club of Donaueschingen for the first 3.
We now have the men's 100 kilo class. And this star of this class is Igor Sadiq of the Soviet Union, a 24-year-old soldier. And we see him now with his first effort of 212.5 kilos, 467 pounds. Fairly narrow foot placing for what is a reasonably tall man. But feet are split a bit wider on the clean, and then forwards and backwards, and an easy recovery from the jerk. Thank you, Mum. No problem at all. Why did we doubt him? And he's pleased with that. This is Ternefier of France, who's had a successful lift of 210 kilos and a failure at his second lift with 215, and this is his third and final attempt with 215 kilos, a weight of 473 pounds. Very explosive clean. And although he's twisted, he's held it, his feet are on line, and that's all that matters. They don't have to be on line in terms of where the platform is, they just simply have to be on line in terms of his toes and where the referee's feet to be. And this is Seminat of Cuba with 217.5 for his third and final lift, 478.25 pounds. Omar Seminat, 25-year-old student. No way. The bar came slightly offline, got a rather hard dig off his thighs, which pushed the bar forward slightly, making it almost impossible to hold the bar. And we're back to Sadikov at 220 kilos. Very easy clean, very strong legs. And we thank you, crowd, for your support. A very big crowd here today. Appears to have a lot more in hand. Dips, drops under the bar, locks the arms out in one clean movement, recovers backwards and forwards, toes in line. Absolutely magnificent lifting, and has already won the gold medal with that. He's still got one lift to come if he chooses to take it. The coaches will probably insist that he does, as he's lifting so well. He may be able to equal his personal best, which we understand is 230 kilos. These are the loaders. Doing a great job, fellows. In fact, he's chosen 230 kilos, which will equal his personal best of all time. This will give him a very comfortable win in the competition by some 30 kilos. The coach is very eager. We're with you all the way. Very, very easy clean. Very fast under the bar. Back foot slipped. Tremendous power, and he's held it. Fantastic power. To hold 507 pounds above your head when it's already starting to move sideways requires some phenomenal power for a man less than 100 kilos, less than 16 stones body weight, and no wonder they're cheering in the crowd tonight. That's a fantastic lift. And the coach is extremely pleased. Only 24 years of age, quite a bit more to come yet. We ought to be seeing a lot of him in Barcelona. Look at the back foot slips. He recovers, he keeps his arms locked, he pulls his feet up together, feet together, means the toes are in line. It doesn't matter if they're together as long as they're in line. And 3 white lights, and he knows it. So a win, 415 kilo total for Sadikov. Routier of Bulgaria was second with 385 total. And Tournefier of France, a surprising third with 308.5 kilo. This is the start list for the 110 kilo class. And a very interesting contest that we have here between Weller of West Germany, formerly the GDR, 22 years of age. And this is a lift of 230 kilos. Career almost ended with a car crash back in Christmas '89, where his girlfriend was killed and he was in a life support system for 3 months. and he was out of the sport for nearly 19 months. This is his year of return, and what a return. Now watch the split. He doesn't split forwards and backwards because of his car crash injuries. He has to split with his feet sideways, but it's perfectly legal as long as his toes are in line. I'm back. Thank you very much. And tears in the crowd. I don't need those anymore. New ones to come. Throw our boots into the crowd. Well done. That's a fabulous comeback. He was the 87 and 89 World Junior Champion. You can see the split slightly sideways. He still has problems with those car injuries sustained in the car crash, but he's making remarkable recoveries. They do say that it was only his strength of will that kept him alive. They were quite surprised. This is Artur Akayev, 24 years of age, coached by his father, who is an ex-lifter himself. And this is 232.5 kilos, 512 pound. Very explosive clean. And a perfect jerk. Doesn't look too pleased, but could be. That takes him into the lead. With a total now of 427.5 kilos, which is also a new personal best. I would have thought he looked more pleased with that, wouldn't you? Very wide split indeed. Very wide split. And follows the bar down, 3 white lights. He's now coming at 240 kilos, 7.5 kilo jump. 528 pounds. Crowd clapping, trying to get him going. The couch is shouting now to allow him to concentrate prior to his lift. Everything goes silent. Very fast clean. Didn't appear to have his weight back on his heels before he dipped and dropped under the bar. Therefore, the bar slightly forward, almost impossible, as you saw, to hold 528 pounds. But he's pleased with what he's done. Gold medal today with a total of 427.5 kilos. And Weller, a superb comeback at 22 years of age with 420 kilos. Akayev, a new personal best. You can see these two were well clear of Mont of Cuba and Chun of Korea. One wonders what Weller will do with another winter of training behind him. And we've had the best part of the last 2 years in hospitals and convalescence. There's a buzz in the hall, of course, because Ronnie Weller, Ronnie Weller's third attempt there that we saw of 230 kilos was in fact a new German record, because the records of the GDR are not being counted because of drug problems. Tears of pleasure, tinged with certain sadness, no doubt. This is perhaps the last time we'll hear this anthem, and possibly the last time we see the flag in this form. Who will Akayev represent next year? Akayev. Now this is the great Nayam Suleimanoglu, 24 years of age, only 1.15 meters tall. This is his first clean and jerk of 172.5 kilos. Remember, this is the 60 kilo class. This man defected in 1986 from the World Championships in Australia, was banned for 1 year and turned up in 1987 under the Turkish flag. His great, set apart from other great claims of fame, was that he was the World Junior Champion in 1982 at 15 years of age. Absolutely untouchable in the 60 kilo class. Actually weighed in today at 58 kilos. Multiply that, it's almost 3 times his body weight. This is his snatch of 137.5, almost touching the top of his head. And that strong pull, sits under the bar at arm's length and stands up.
Eurosport.
Now with what is an historic event, the 5th World Championships for women's lifting, but the first time that we have had a combined championships in one program. And we start with the 60 kilo class. Lixia Han, the Chinese student, 20 years of age. Already double Chinese champion. T and 91. And here she is with the first successful attempt with 105 kilos, and we now see her second attempt with 110 kilos, 242 pound, 17 stone plus. Strong pull, encouragement from the coaches. Just walk forward, hold the bar at arm's length, and inscrutable as ever. Well done. Slightly forward with the bar. Must get the centre of gravity under the bar in order to hold it. Don't panic. Toes in line, and a successful lift, 110 kilos. Incidentally, there in 4th place is our own Jeanette Rose, better known certainly to me as a 57-metre javelin thrower, but converted to one of the world's best lift body weight. 67.5 kilos. And this is Li Lai with 112.5 kilos. Failed. She chosen not to take that again, but went to 115 kilos, which she cleans with consummate ease. And holds for a very strong 3 white lights. Well done. And she is the winner with a total of 210 kilos, 95 kilo snatch, 115 kilo clean and jerk. Please, very well done. Intense concentration, very thick wrist strapping. Struggles slightly to her right, but gets the toes in line. Very hard on her lifting boots. Not quite so usual in the men. But gets her feet in line and holds it. There we are, Jeanette Rose. This is the presentation for the jerk, 4th place with 105 kilo jerk. And she snatched 85 kilo for a combined total of 190 kilo. Well done, Jeanette. Now this is the 82.5 lift, which brings together 2 very old rivals in Hong Ling, who is the world champion of 87, 88 and 89, and Maria Isabella Routier of Colombia, 26 years of age, the world champion of 1990. They are both students. And this is Hong Ling's first lift with 138 kilo, which, if successful, will be a world, beg your pardon, it's her second attempt. She was successful with 130 on her first. This is a new world record, if successful. Very deep squat under the bar, but very strong. Locks the bar, hold the bar, feet in line, yes, a new world record. She is very pleased with that, as will the whole of her camp be. That's a fabulous lift. We've actually seen Routier attempt 138 kilos, which she failed early on. But under the rules of the competition, if the weight is not divisible by 2.5 kilos, then she is allowed to drop. And she now chooses to come out with 137.5 kilos, which, if successful, will equal the old world record of 303 pounds. But that's a fabulous lift from Hong Ling with 304 pounds. And the pleasure is there for all to see. And this is Maria Isabella Routier with 137.5 kilo, which she cleans, fails to clean. Didn't get under the bar, didn't hold it. Now for a final lift, Hong Ling chooses 140 kilos. Sayonara. Farewell. Thank you very much. I'll be quite happy with tonight's work. Gold medals for Lee in the snatch and the total. Maria Routier, in fact, outsnatched her with 107.5, which was a new world record snatch. And the two golds both totaled 240 kilos total, and the difference in body weight was only 150 grams, which makes Hong Ling the champion. And the smile says it all. Not this time, but it doesn't matter. And there is the tail. What a great pity that we won't be seeing the ladies lifting in Barcelona. Perhaps the chauvinistic world of sport will finally decide that equality will prevail on the field of sport, and that we will see the women lifting in Barcelona. Let's hope so. Not in Barcelona, but by 1996. But this, the first very successful mixed combined world championships. So we now say goodnight, but also welcome to 1992. May it live up to everybody's desires and expectations.